still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd.
Does it now? We've woken up suddenly and it feels odd. And the door is blocked. Wait a minute.
What is this place? Where am I?
This wasn't here before.
I can feel something moving closer. Watch.
Can we now? Hey!
Empress Emily Kaldwin.
Sup, friend?
I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood?
I hope so.
I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
Now, do we want no powers mode? That doesn't sound very fun.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something.
Yeah, we're on a precipice. We could fall either way.
All the stories, they're true.
Now, we've got Far Reach,
Incredible.
which is basically Blink.
This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
Whee! Now, what's gone on there? Someone's been tortured quite a bit. Although it looks like they've still got their toenails, so could have done a better job. And now where do we find ourselves? Is that a rune?
Mentioned being here once.
Oh no, it's the heart. Good.
Know you.
Hello, Mother.
Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
So yeah, it's making obvious all the things that in the first game were just suggested at. Firstly, that Corvo is in fact Emily's father, and secondly, that the heart does belong, or did belong, to Jessamine Kaldwin. Now, where's that mark that we're looking at? It's over there. Lock rune. So there we go, we can lock it. And now, even if we put the heart away, we should still be able to see it. Now, where are our powers? Why is Far Reach on 6? I guess we're not using it in combat all the time. So yeah, it tells us as well when there's one nearby, which is nice. They've certainly made finding runes and whatnot a bit more accessible. Now, what have we got
Who is
here?
Delilah really? How could she? I don't understand.
So we've got the Duke. We've got, I believe, the Crown Killer. We've got Kirin Jindosh. That's for sure. And then I don't know you. I don't know if I met you in my playthrough, or if you were later in the game. now? It's a rune.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
What could be a greater prize than an empire?
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah, we are. Now this time we're probably waking up for realsies. But now we are branded with the mark. Bone charms, you say? Void favor, duelist's luck. So, let's see. Runes and acquiring powers. Yeah, fair enough. I just wanted to actually go into my menu though, if that's okay. J, equip, good. So we've got 2 bone charms. We've got 5 slots. We've got void favor. Sometimes supernatural powers consume no mana. Wouldn't want to rely on it. Duelist luck. Bullet packs have a slight chance of containing +1 pistol bullet. Well, we're not using pistols really. But I guess we've got no choice but to put that in for now. We've got a travel log that we can write. And let's see. So this allows us to sort of remind ourselves where we got up to in the plot, I guess. That might come in handy when I come back to the game after a session has ended, and it's been a little while since I last played, but for now we press on. Let's go see if Megan's got anything new to say. Limited resources. Let's see. Hidden all over the city there are underground black market shops. So we're looking for symbols with 2 hands. And yeah, we can buy from these, even though it's against the law. We've got a crossbow. Yeah, who needs a pistol when you've got a crossbow? Now that should probably be on a slot near the start of our thing. How do we change these slots again? Do I know how to do that? Or is it going to be like the first game where I just couldn't figure it out until halfway through? Maybe I should try and figure it out now, but let's have a quick look at this maintenance list. So, Anton was taken weeks ago. We need to unblock the storage door to make some coin, perhaps. And let's see. And she's got a port tax to pay as well. Very well. So is this the door that's locked? Yep. Maybe we'll find a way in there at some point. We might end up with some powers that let us get through. Speaking of powers, here's our menu. Not a lot we can do with it yet because we've got 2 runes, but it doesn't seem to be allowing us to spend anything just yet. Oh no, there we go, it is actually. Dark vision. Maybe we'll use dark vision this game. We didn't really use it last time because it made everything look like ass. But maybe that's why we kept getting into trouble. And then after the first dark vision, we've got 2 different options. Can we pick just one of these, perhaps? See objects and security systems. Visualize enemy routes and their current destination. Let's grab dark vision. Although, before we do that, let's actually look at what else we got. So we got far reach, and we could upgrade far reach. If you're falling, time is briefly slowed as you aim it. Or pull objects towards us and catch them in mid-air. That could be nice, just to snatch things from afar. And it looks like it's got an extra upgrade, which would allow us to pull enemies towards them. It's not stealthy, but we can then choke them out. Nice.
Must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
What's up, Megan? Please give me a briefing.
Alright, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual.
Fair.
We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck.
So they're also the Crown
I followed
Kidnapper.
as long as I could, toward Addermire Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermire. Alright. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead.
Mhm.
When you
It's a
get
good
done
line.
at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around.
So, get to the Institute, disable the
We'll
watchtower,
take a skiff to the shore when you're ready.
deal with the Crown Killer. Gotcha. I feel like we can do all of those things. And already we can see the visual differences with Dishonored 2 compared to the first one. This is not a land of greys and dark blues. This is a land of orange. Skiff.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's head into the city.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
I'd take you to Addermire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there.
We'll find a way.
Inland, and use the carriage station.
The carriage station, you say? I guess it's that thing?
Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaka. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Yeah.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
Will we though? Or will we just run into people and bop them in the head?
Reach Addermire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
Oh, well,
I'll
that's
see you
good
later
then.
at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
I'm sure Sokolov's a good judge of character. Still haven't forgotten all the human testing he did
Welcome to Karnaka.
in the first
stranger.
game.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
Now, let's have a look
A
around.
dreadful whale.
No, it's not on the registry. Maybe
That's Adamire in the distance.
Let's give it a day or two. She's still there.
Right, so that's Adamire, is it?
Alright then. Maybe a little more.
Looks more like Alcatraz, but hey ho. An
Damn, that
Adamire
light is
solution
amazing, but I'm going sunblind.
is our mana potion.
We all split the take.
just don't forget about me.
Probably no reason to go that way. So yeah, this is almost a sort of hub area from what I recall. We'll come back here time and again. But maybe new parts of it will open up.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca then.
Thanks, pal. Rune or bone charm nearby. Equip the heart. So what's the heart on? 5. Oh yeah, there is a rune. We'll take that. Yeah, back to crossbow. Never know when we'll need it. Do we just keep working our way up street by street rather than going up any of these stairs? Maybe. Let's see.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
Right. Okay. There's walls of light. Shut down windmills to disable them. Or we can brave the blood-fly-infested building back to the ward of the dockyard.
Miserable rat. I
No.
told you what would happen if you reported me.
Who is
I
that?
warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. It's too late.
The wall
Yep,
of light
we're saving this dude.
from the time of the rat plague.
Oops. I didn't realise I was actually murking you to death. Oh, what happened? A third person, I guess. Oops. This is what happens if you try and be nice and save people.
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you
Oh yeah, I
reported
guess
me.
there's a guy up there.
I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice.
Now they're going to push him into the wall of light, but yeah, we don't want that.
From the time of the rat plague.
Can we just... okay, we killed him. And yeah, once again we died. I just want to save this dude from the wall of light. Is that too much to ask? Maybe if we actually, you know, have a health potion.
I told you what would happen if you reported
Now.
me.
The wall of light. From the time...
Yep, we've saved him, I think. He's off on his travels. And we've accidentally killed that guy. I don't know how we were taking people out before without getting lethal. But it seems like we're now just getting very lethal. Like so. Okay. Main thing is we saved that dude. Now, where did he go?
I owe you. They would have burned me to ashes.
That's you. You
I was
gonna
a fool to say no to the Grand Guard.
do anything for us? Are we gonna get any
Lets
reward?
The Grand Guard make up new laws and taxes on the spot. Totally corrupt.
Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Okay, so that guy's just chilling. But at least he's not dead now.
For beer like careful.
What's happening now?
I don't want to die.
What? Now what's happening?
Help! Guards! Someone! Someone's been attacked.
Okay, I don't know why everyone's getting all freaky over there, but they are. Is there a better way that I could have taken out this wall of light? There's a windmill, yeah? How does one deal with said windmill? So I could have just come up here, perhaps, and done that. If I'd been quick enough and if I'd known it was an option. But alas, I didn't, and therefore everyone had to die. Now let's see, there's also over here we can have a look. That's only 51 meters away.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey.
The Abbey?
No one is allowed inside. Think something moved. For the Abbey! Keep trying!
Okay, that's another guy dead. So there's overseers around.
The mind of the deviant, for their thoughts are drowned in dark waters.
Can we actually take someone out non-lethally? Is that something we can do?
You want my advice? Just pay the fine and be done with it.
And we've got a secret letter to Brother Harold. So Brother Chester is arranging for a ritual very soon. Because they need to be purified.
No use making trouble.
Very well. Now what have we got? Painting the outsider. And some runes and a shrine.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge, or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
I hope so too. We're going to try and bring it back from the edge, but we're going to see how my incompetence gets in the way of that. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way too much and we're able to save the day, but no promises. Now, where's that bone charm? Can't get to it from up here, perhaps. Maybe we have to keep going up. Nope. So let's head on out.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
Yeah, I know. I don't care about the Grand Guard though, so there is that. Now, we've got a chain. So what would that have done for us? So we could have maybe jumped down from somewhere else, swum across here. Doesn't look as though there's any reason to be down there though. So that bone charm's on the other side of the wall of light, perhaps?
He's made a dog's breakfast out of the whole thing. Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
So let's head on through. Now, vague memories of this section. I think there's a rune down in the water somewhere. Is that guy going to shoot all those dudes? Looks like it.
This can't be.
Huh?
I don't want to die.
For a fight?
Okay, we tried. We tried to choke him out. Yep. Things are not exactly going to plan on the whole stealth thing. Maybe when we get more powers, we'll bring it back. But as it is, can we free you lot? Is that an option? I don't want to hack at these ropes.
What's going on here? What was that?
In case it leads to them just getting their hands hacked off.
Someone! What's going on here?
What is going on here?
Come back here!
More Grand Guard
There you are.
soldiers. Best to avoid.
Running!
Okay. Yeah, straight up assault is just leading to murders.
Come to me then.
Where are you hiding?
Right, so that guy's sneaking off over there.
Nothing here.
Nothing here.
Keep your eyes peeled.
How do we get away with that?
Let's find this interloper.
is going on here? Stop!
Okay. Maybe someone did spots.
I've been
No.
fighting scum like you since I put on the uniform.
Okay, I tried to just parry his attack. Didn't work out so well. Now, maybe it's time to stop being an idiot. And to actually try and plan something out. Are they already executed? Oh god, they're already executed.
Man screamed and blubbered like one of them was the last woman in the aisles.
Okay, so let's try climbing up here. Oops. Can we get up there? We can. Good. Now, where's that bone charm? It's down there. I think we're currently out of trouble. It's kind of hard though sometimes to tell where people are spotting you from.
Shadows of the void to fall upon you. We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering.
Right, we got away with that.
Even one among us from wandering through that endless night for time without end.
There's going to be more people around up here, yeah?
Find this interloper. In keeping the 7 strictures. We won't stop until you've been dug from your hole.
I don't have time for games.
Okay, maybe there's no one else up here. Maybe we're
Only
safe.
those who turn from the 7 strictures risk an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark
No.
sky without stars. The
Let's
cold
blink back across and see if we can
surrounds us all and threatens to devour the earth and sky.
snatch
and
that
all
bone charm.
things in between. Trust.
Agile recovery. That sounds good. Recover from falls slightly quicker. Yeah, we'll take that.
Abbey, my friend. Hello?
Now, what else we got? There is also
The Abbey.
a rune down there.
What's the matter?
Someone
You
there.
Saw something?
So, yeah, we'll help ourselves to that. Now, we need more powers. Doppelganger. Mesmerize to enthrall people. Domino's a fun one. We can link people together so then we choke one of them out and the rest just die. So maybe that's something we need. But yeah, maybe it's time to get dark vision. It's going to come in handy. Really would be nice to figure out how to change where they are on the bar though. So where is dark vision? It's on 7.
Hello?
Anybody?
I can only hope the outsiders will gather to it first.
I don't have time for box.
Now, are you alone in here? You are.
Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out. It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge and construction materials scattered across the island.
Can we distract
The
you,
methods used to make
perhaps?
The devices are unusually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers.
What's going on here? That sounded
What is going on
Hear
here?
that?
They're going to all look over there, so we're safe for the moment, I feel. Yeah, you stay down there, friend. And we'll make our way back into this office, perhaps.
Whatever then.
There's a corrupt bone charm.
Nothing then.
But we've got a way into this office now. Assuming we actually make it up there properly. Was it like 2 lads over there? Let's see. Okay, this looks... This doesn't look as bad as the first game. We can live with this. So I guess we're safe on this floor. The Litany on the White Cliff. Very well. That's just a law book. We don't need to worry about that.
Sounds
7
comfort
scriptures.
from the strictures.
Yep. Ah, so it's gonna be another case, I feel, of the code being strictures in such a way as it will be like flesh, eyes, hand. And we'll use that to figure out what the safe code is. Aha, there we go. That's what it looks like when an enemy shows up in dark vision. So he's going to stroll off around there, perhaps.
Let's see. What was it?
And down he goes. Now that may be the final enemy in this area. I'd hope so. Because that's like 4 of them taken out already. So we want to find our way into that safe. That's a book on the 7 strictures again. Yep, all the numbers listed there, so that's handy. Now, is this guy writing any notes of any sort? Unsent letters to the High Overseer. Right, so this guy doesn't like the Duke. But he's got to maintain relations with him to keep the city going. Paolo and his gang grow bolder every day. And then we've got reports from the Oracle. Sister Alison, Sister Anne, Sister Margaret, Sister Tabitha. Tell Byrne to end this needless meddling into the conservatory. Fire hardening treatment. Some sort of blueprint.
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
There we go. Liam Byrne is the Vice Overseer. We've grabbed his portrait, so maybe we'll be seeing him later. We got upstairs, we got down. So maybe there are more people in this office, because it seems like an important place for the Overseers. So we've got an interrogation room.
Will the heretic's corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine here for now. But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnaca.
Okay, so we've got 2 lads having a convo. They've got a body. And here comes one of them now. Which way is he going to go?
What was that?
What was that?
I'll help you search the place.
Due for a fight.
Yeah, damn it.
You aren't going anywhere.
God. I couldn't get to the heal button in time.
Corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine here for now.
Okay.
But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnaca.
Not sure how we snuck past that guy successfully, but that's fine. Let's see if we can hide up here without getting spotted by this guy as he leaves. Good. Now we shall pop you in a bathroom, perhaps. Is this a bathroom? It's got a sink in it. It's just a room, a storage room of sorts, I feel. As for you, same sort of treatment. Probably pop you back in the same room to BH. And we picked up your key on the way. So we should now be able to get into here. And this is where someone was interrogated. Yeah, they were interrogated pretty dang hard by the look of it. And there's that corrupt bone charm. So, what does the corrupt one do? Stolen breath. Pulling enemies towards you with Far Reach is now stealthy and quiet, but Far Reach consumes more mana for all uses. That sounds great, because I'm thinking of upgrading to Far Reach as soon as possible. We've got 2 runes already, so when we get 2 more, then yeah. Secret date. Meet me in the usual place. Bring the drawings we talked about. M. Very well. Megan? Maybe. Stun mines. So, mines, but non-lethal ones. That's cool. And let's see. Overseer interrogation resort. So, they're an artist. They do newspaper adverts. They died during interrogation without providing anything further. Their apartment on the canal should be searched for items or drawings of a profane nature. Is that the apartment we've already been to that's got an overseer shrine? And also, who's Mindy Blanchard? She is a howler. A gang member. A gang leader, perhaps. Doesn't appear to be anything else on this floor of the overseer's office, so let's keep heading up until we hit the rooftops. There's another room nearby. That might be... Let's lock it in, because it might be down in the safe. But then again, we might have also just missed it whilst we were down there. Yeah, I think that's in the safe. So let's go about our business for a bit until we find any clues as to the safe code. Two lads. Two lads on a roof.
Still no word from our sisters. Strange. Very strange indeed. I must draw strength from my brothers. For are we not as
That's
one?
drawn some attention.
Is someone there?
No, no one's there. I can assure you that no one is there.
Hello? Hello? Anybody?
No.
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, you were real busy up there, weren't you, Fred? Now, are you going to just give up? Yeah, it looks like you might have finally given up. So down he goes. And there should now just be one up on the roof, one would hope. Let's see, we'll leave you out here in the sun. Because why not? Now, what's our prize for clearing this rooftop? Access to a different rooftop down below. There's a broken windmill. Still not seeing anything that might help us into that safe. Lovely. Fell into a barrel of rum and drowned. At least tell me it was a quick death. I can't lie. Got out 3 times to piss. That's actually a pretty good gag. I like it. No notes hanging around. Accidentally set an alarm clock off whilst I was just poking at things. So, any clues near this safe itself? We've got the 7 strictures there. It's currently set to 637. Which probably doesn't mean much in general. No notes on this desk. Strictures to keep you safe. Here we go. Feet, tongue, hunger. So, feet, tongue, hunger. Let's have a look in our lore. The 7 strictures. Where are we looking? 4, 2, 5. And there's another rune. And some raw whalebone. Curious. Finally, we're making progress on something. We had a puzzle. We solved the puzzle. We got some runes for our trouble. Now, is there any reason to go downstairs in this building? Or is that just going to lead us out onto streets full of guards and whatnot? We'll grab that. 30 coins. But yeah, in general, seems like this is just going to lead back to the street. And then there's going to be a bunch of guards. So let's go up and check out the rooftops instead.